do a plug for Paul's, for Iron
Oh, yeah,
going
yeah.
on.
Uh-huh.
You know, and let me just say to everyone who experienced what I've experienced, first of all, you can't do it alone. You need help. I thought I could, I thought I had it, until one day my doctor told me, you're going to get sick if you don't get help. I was on my way once to therapy. I got this therapist, which was good in Manhattan. And I was on the subway and I was feeling too right. And then I had to walk up 2 flights up from the subway to the street. And to me, every step was like, they were like concrete blocks in my legs. I couldn't climb up. When I got to the street, I actually collapsed in the arms of a stranger. I mean, I thought I was dying. I gave him all my information. I said, it's my mother's number. I said, I'm just worried about my children, my kids, what are my kids going to do? So that stranger stayed with me until the ambulance came and took me to the hospital. And they said, there's nothing medically wrong with you. So they realized I was stressed. I was stressed out. And I want to say to everyone who's been through this, don't be afraid to get some kind of counseling or therapy, because you can't handle it alone. But the best one I had was one day I got a phone call, and Eileen Corino, whom I never heard of before, is calling me. Because my wife's story hit the news. It went out there. She calls me and invited me to the meetings in Long Island. The Pulse organization, P-U-L-S-E, patient advocates, because she lost her son also. And I would go to the meetings out in Long Island. And then I realized I wasn't alone. There are other people with similar stories, even worse than me. And she was the best therapist I've had. You know.
And you still talk to her this
I
day?
still talk to her this day. I've traveled with her. We've been to Albany. We've been places. My wife's story is being used as a teaching tool,
Yes.
even at my hospital,
Yes.
to the residents. And usually when she does a presentation, she talks about my wife, there's not a dry eye in the room, you know. And but I would like to say, please, if that happens to you, get help. Get some kind of counseling, get some kind of therapy, because it works. You know, people say time heals all wounds. That's not true. I'm going to be honest, that is not true. And I just lost a co-worker who retired and died, and I said to her family, I'm not going to tell you time heals all wounds because it's not true. What time does, it makes you tolerate it better. But it's because you're a human being, it's not going to heal it. It's going to make you tolerate it better. It makes you move on somewhat, you know. God bless everybody.
God bless you.
Thank you.
Thank you for sharing your story.
Yeah.
My goal is to help